All right. A very good evening to each one of you. We welcome you all to Front-End Web Development Internship Program. I, Anjali Verma, on behalf of entire CSRBOX and IBM Skills Build, welcome you all to today's session, which is orientation session. So I also welcome today's speaker, Uzma, in our midst. So Uzma has more than 5 years of experience in development sector. She has done her master's in social work from Jamia Millia University. So I welcome you, Uzma. Uzma is senior engagement associate currently with CSRBOX. So Uzma will be taking you all through orientation session. So I just request you all to please pay attention, make notes wherever it is needed, and make the most of the session. You can address your queries, and yes, and please maintain the decorum. Do not use the chat box for your personal reasons. Use it only when you want to ask some question. So yes, I just wish you all the best for today's session and for this entire internship. Thank you. Yeah, over to you, Uzma. Yeah.
Students, we welcome you all to the IBM Skills Build Front-End Web Development Internship Program. We are kickstarting our internship program today with an orientation session. This program is starting from 20th of June, that is today, and we will be wrapping that up on 28th of July, that is next month. In this 6 weeks of time span, you will be learning about all the nuances of front-end web development. What is about HTML, JavaScript, cascading style sheets, design thinking concepts, and all of that. Which you can see right in front of you is the IBM logo, IBM Skills Build logo. IBM is a global giant tech organization headquartered at New York. It has various technical innovative contribution this organization has made globally. Now this organization has started its CSR initiative for the social welfare called Skills Build. And the third logo, which you can see right in front of you, CSRBOX, which is acting as an enabler for this entire initiative. Next slide, please. So in today's session, we will be talking about, next slide.
Uzma, can you turn to the next slide?
So in today's session, we will be first talking about the IBM Skills Build initiative. Then we will be talking about the internship program. And in the very end, we'll give you the live platform understanding. So let's talk about the IBM Skills Build initiative. The IBM Skills Build initiative will provide you an opportunity to learn from 85,000 learning activities. That is completely free of cost platform for you. Third, the platform access remains with you even if you graduate from the university or your college. Fourth, it is completely free of cost. So there are a lot of people asking in the chat box that is this program paid, or will you be charging us, or will this initiative be chargeable? No, everything will be completely coming to you for free of cost. And the last is the navigation through mobile devices as well. It's okay if you don't have access to a desktop or a computer or a laptop. You can still navigate this platform through your uh, regular mobile devices having a decent internet connectivity. Next slide. So we'll talk about the internship program. So thank you so much, everybody, for showing interest and participating in the IBM Skills Build Front-End Web Development Internship Program. We hope to provide you a great enriching experience in this internship. So let's talk about what exactly this internship is all about. Next slide. So in this internship program, you'll get an opportunity to learn from a small team of experienced professionals. You will get an opportunity to work with the domain experts, to interact with the IBM employees, learn from them, learn from their expertise, their experience, and upscale your knowledge in the front-end web development domain. You will learn about JavaScript, cascading style sheet, design thinking methodologies, HTML tools, and all the other web designing technologies in this throughout the 6 weeks of internship program. This internship program will be wrapped up through a pitch night. Pitch night is basically a competitive event where you will be actually showcasing your web solutions to the judges. So you will be winners and runner-ups will be announced in that pitch night, where winners and runner-ups gets an opportunity to actually come and interact with the industrial expert and network with the IBM professionals. And also we will be hosting a offline event in Hotel Pullman, Delhi on 10th of October, where these winners will be invited to showcase their web solution to our experts and attendees. Next, let's talk about the innovation camp and its element. Sorry, internship program and its elements. Next slide. Previous. So, today we are starting with an orientation session where you will be oriented about the internship program. After this, you will be given some self-paced learning activities. I've already told you in the previous slide that IBM SkillsBuild is a edtech platform with 85,000 learning activities. So you will be given certain learning activities in alignment with the front-end web development domain, and you have to complete those self-paced learning activities to understand about the domain. After that, they will be master classes by domain expert, by subject experts, where external speakers will be coming and actually teaching you about the web development concepts. And there will be another element, which is about the mentoring opportunity. You will be mentored by the IBM employees, where you will be working on a real-time project, a real-time website, under the assistance of the assigned IBM mentor. Then you have to work on the deliverables, which is basically to showcase that your learning outcomes of the internship program. And then the deliverable submission, you have to actually submit us your websites to us to accomplish this internship program. And the last is the pitch night, where the shortlisted teams will get an opportunity to pitch their web solutions to our judges, and accordingly winners and runner-ups will be announced. If we divide the 6 weeks of internship program in three stages, so these three broader stages looks like this. The stage one is about completing the self-paced learning activities, and the second is delivering deliverable submission. So we have measured two broad deliverables. One is concept note, which talks about the idea of your website, and second is the final PPT, which talks about the final web solution. So that is the stage one, that if you complete all the self-paced learning activities along with you submitting us the deliverables, then you will go into stage two, which means you will be given IBM mentor so that you can be assisted to complete the website. And also you will get a leverage to participate in our master classes. And stage three is basically the pitch night competition, where you will be participating in along with the IBM Pan India Showcase event, which is happening in Hotel Pullman, which I've already told you about. So stage one is very important for everybody of you to complete, because once you complete the stage one, you will receive the placement opportunities through our livelihood network partner called Jeevitam. We will be helping you and extending our hand-holding support in your placements and internships if you complete the stage one. So I will be specifically emphasizing upon you, everybody of you, completing the stage one, which includes self-paced learning activity completions along with the deliverable submission. Deliverables are concept note and final PPT, which we will be discussing in the later segments of the slide. Next slide. So if I shed light on all the elements in a comprehensive manner, so self-paced learning activity is all about completing the courses from the IBM SkillsBuild platform. We will be sharing you a learning plan, which comprises of various learning activities, which you all have to complete within a time frame of 1 or 2 weeks. Once you are done completing, then you will be eligible to continue in the internship program. Student, those self-paced learning activities will create a base point for you to build your knowledge upon. You need to understand the basics of the web designing so that you can actually understand through the master classes. So please, we'll be expecting you to begin your self-paced learning journey from today onwards only. Second is the master classes, where external speakers will be coming and teaching you about the various concepts of web designing, and you will be learning through them in the form of various virtual sessions and webinars. Deliverable submissions are basically you will be submitting us a deliverables in a form of team. We're not asking individuals to submit the deliverables. One deliverable from the whole team will be expected from the SPOC. SPOCs are basically single point of contact. Fourth is course completion, which I've already told you about, that the learning plan which will be shared with you, you have to complete that learning plan. Fifth is the IBM badges and certificates. So on successful completion of those self-paced learning activities, the platform will also issue you the certificates and badges. Those certificates and badges will demonstrate your successful completion of that learning activity. Even by the end of the internship program, if you complete all these things, you will receive a special participation certificate by IBM Skills Build and CSRBOX. We will be showing you the sample how the certificate would look like in the later segment of this PPT. And the last, which is the important element of this entire internship, that is the placement assistance and opportunities. So we will be routing your profiles, we will be routing your CVs and resumes to the potential employers if you actually complete the self-paced learning activities and submit such the deliverables. Earlier, we used to give these benefits to only the winners. Right now, we are okay to give these benefits to all the participants who complete the self-paced learning activity. So it's a great golden opportunity coming your way. So I request each one of you to be very focused upon completing the self-paced courses and the deliverables. So the next slide. So is my screen moving? Anjali, kindly confirm. I have shared the
Yes,
screen.
yes. Yes, it is
Yes.
moving, Rohit. We can see
So
it.
we have talked about the IBM Showcase event, right? So this is how the IBM Showcase event looks like. So which you can see right in front of you are the pictures from those events where you will get an opportunity to participate in. And you can see how people are actually showcasing the projects, their deliverables to our attendees. So you will get a booth established in these uh, events and you will get a great exposure to interact with these industrial experts. So these are the few photos for your understanding that how the IBM Showcase events actually looks like. Let's talk about the placement metrics, that how much have we have been able to place students. So if we talk about that, there are more than 4,493 companies that we have reached out to through Jeevitam has reached out to for the placement opportunities, out of which 41,000, more than 41,000 interviews have been completed by them. We still have 70,000 and above opportunities lined up with us in our pipeline. And if we talk about the statistics from the last financial year, we managed to give placement opportunities to 18,000 plus learners. So if we look at the last year metrics, we have produced a great placement support to our beneficiaries. So we are looking forward that this financial year also we could provide you a great handholding placement support with the support of Jeevitam. So this support will come to you only when you complete the self-paced learning activities and deliverables. I have been repeating this again and again so as to make this uh, fixed in your mind that this is something very exigent for all of us. So let's talk about the benefits of this entire initiative. You get an exposure to learn from 85,000 plus activities. That is one. IBM internship will help you uh, uh, learn different skill sets, different knowledge, broaden your knowledge spectrum. And the placement assistance will come to you through Jeevitam. Second last benefit is the IBM certified badges and certificate that can be attached to your LinkedIn profiles, and you can even carry them along while you're going for the next interview. And uh, the last is the personalized mentoring support. You will be given IBM employees where you can work with them, get your queries resolved. They will be assisting you in building your own website. So these are the few benefits that will come to you through this initiative. Next. So this entire internship program stands on three broader verticals. First is to help you learn different concepts of web designing. Second is to make you grow your knowledge spectrum. Third is to, of course, help you land up in the job of a dream, help you land in the job you always desired for. So this front-end web development internship program, just a second, please.
Oh, I have removed one person from the meeting and replaced it with another person. In case you are using the chat box for any kind of, your personal thing or something that is not needed here, we will remove you. So please be very careful. Please ask questions. We would be very happy to answer, but don't misuse it.
So student, we talk about the internship elements. So topic is front-end web development with more than 8,000 plus students participating in this internship program. The duration is 6 weeks starting from 20th June to 28th July. And you will get an opportunity to first, gain opportunity and full-time, you can showcase in your career progression, LinkedIn profiles, or whenever you're going for the interview. You will get second, you will get an opportunity to interact and network with the industrial experts and network with them, grow your network. Third is to gain globally certified IBM certificates and badges, which you can showcase on your social media handles and of course your LinkedIn's and CVs. Fourth, you will learn about the web development skills and all of that. Fifth, opportunity to connect with the fellow learners from Pan India. And the last is to transform your learning into tangible showcase for future employers. Let's talk about how each week looks like in this internship program. So week one, you're currently attending the orientation of the learners, where we are orienting you about this entire thing. Then is the completion of self-paced courses where you have to complete the assigned learning activities. And the last is the Q&A session, where we will be, by the end of this orientation, we will be giving you an opportunity to interact with us, ask your questions and get them resolved. The week two looks like that you have to continue doing your self-paced learning activities. There will be first master class. Then you have to start with working on the deliverable one. Deliverable one is the concept note demonstrating your website idea. Week 3 will have masterclass 2. Along with that, we will be starting to allocate you mentors based on you actually submitted us the deliverable and completed those activities or not. And then deliverable 1 needs to be submitted to us in a form of concept note by the Teams box. Week 4 is basically contains masterclass 3, which, and along with that, there will be first mentor meeting where you get an opportunity to get your queries resolved with the personalized mentoring sessions. And then you have to submit the deliverable 2, which is an intermediate deliverable, which talks about your website map, what all features you have features you have included in your website. And if you have prepared any web pages, then you can present that too in your second deliverable. Week 5 will have masterclass 4, which is the last masterclass, and then the last mentoring session, where you will be getting your final touch-ups in your website, getting your last moment queries resolved with the help of mentors, and then you will be starting to work on your final submission, final deliverable. And your week 6 would look like a final deliverable submission, where you have to showcase your entire running website. If it's running, then we will be expecting you to showcase a running website. If it's not running, then whatever web pages you have created, you can showcase them, showcase that to us. And even you can share the features of the website. And last is the pitch night, where the shortlisted teams will get an opportunity to pitch their websites to our potential investors, to our judges. And that will be a virtual event we will be conducting by the end of the internship program. Students, I would like to shed light on one thing. First, it's a front-end web development internship program. It's not just a web development. So students, if you have just created a user interface of your website, the front-end features of the website, that will suffice. We're not expecting you to work on your backend features in 6 weeks of time frame. If some team does it, that is good for them, but we will be judging you, we will be shortlisting you, we will be looking at your front-end features of your website and the user interface of the website. the animation, the CSS designs you have used in your website. So don't take a pressure that in a 6 weeks or time frame you have to build the full-fledged website. No, just the front-end feature would suffice. Let's talk about the deliverables in general. So deliverables are divided to three broader segments. First is the deliverable one, which talks about the project idea node. It's a concept node which talks about the objective of your website, rationale of your website, what is the methodology you're planning to use in that website, what are the softwares you're planning to use in that website, and the last is the features. For example, you want to make a website for a restaurant. So your objective is to create a website for a restaurant to upscale the sale of that restaurant or to make that restaurant more accessible for the consumers. The rationale is to have a digital presence of that restaurant through these web designs. Methodology could be any software you're planning to use, any special tool you're planning to use, or features. That what all features? For example, some people can cook and make their customized food through that website, or somebody can order online from that. Somebody can actually raise fund for poverty or hunger through that website. So what could be other features you can incorporate in that website? So you can mention all of that in just 1 to 2 pager concept note. We just want to understand your website idea through this 2 pager concept note that you have to submit us as a team, not as an individual. Second is deliverable 2, which is to be submitted in week 5, uh, where you have to submit as a site map. Site map, you can search on Google that how a site map looks like. It contains all the web pages, like how home screen of your web page is routed to different web pages. So it can be admin panel, it can be user panel, it can be some other panel for any of the user. It can be registration panel. So sitemap contains how your website will be navigated from one page to another web page. So you have to work on that as a deliverable too. Completion reports are basically for you to submit the progress on the IBM Skills Build platform. Like we have asked you to complete those learning activities on the platform, right? So you will be expected to complete those courses and submit us the report. We'll tell you how to download those reports, but you that will also be the part of the deliverable too. And if you have prepared any web pages so far, that can also be submitted to us in the form of a deliverable too. And then comes the last deliverable, which needs to be submitted to us in the last week of the internship program, which should be in a PPT format. That PPT format is about you showcasing us the entire website, the features, the need of that website, what are the syntaxes you have used, what are the softwares you have used. It must contain some important codes also. It can contain the screenshots of the web pages also. And that you have to produce us as a final deliverable. All right. If you get shortlisted for the pitch night, then you have to give the live demonstration of the website to our judges. But for the final submission, you just need to submit us this PPT. That would suffice. Now, we have talked about the 4 master classes that you will be experiencing throughout the internship program. Let's talk about the content of that master classes. First master class will be on introduction to web development. It is a first basic masterclass to give you a foundational understanding about the domain. It talks about the website designing procedures and process, and what could be the software you can use. It will be teaching you about the basics of HTML, what are the programming we can do using JavaScript, how we can design website using CSS properties, colors, and fonts. All of that you will get to learn through the first masterclass. The second masterclass is about the responsive web designing, that how your website responds to the sizes of your screen. Some mobile screens, websites can be opened in a mobile interface as well. So those features, how you can actually convert your website or make your website responsive, you will learn about that feature in the second masterclass through creating a web application, dynamic web pages, remote debugging and emulation in the browser, common responsive patterns and optimization procedures, and all of that. This is a little advanced variant of this masterclass, but whenever the second masterclass happens, you will be done with the self-paced learning activity and the first masterclass. So you will be in a state to actually experience the advanced level of web development. Then we'll talk about the masterclass 3, which talks about designing and planning user interface, which will contain about the CSS transitions, animations, other features of the website designing, including the artificial intelligence, user interface principles and design tools, designing patterns and prototypes, other web designing concepts. All of that you will be learning and experiencing in the third masterclass. The last masterclass is based on the design thinking. introduction to design thinking. Design thinking is the concept for you to understand that how can you make your website user oriented. So you will learn about how the design thinking can be incorporated in your web solutions, applications of design thinking, website aesthetics can be improved through design thinking, and how design thinking UX designs can be the part of your deliverable. So these are the 4 topics of the master classes we will be covering in this internship program. So requisites of the web development internship program and the placement assistance is: first, you have to complete the IBM Skills Build learning activities assigned to you. Second, you have to submit us the deliverables that have been asked to you. Third, regularity in the master classes and the mentor meetings. If we're inviting some external guests, external speakers, so we'll be expecting you to actually uh, give respect to them by at least attending their master classes and mentor meetings. So we will be capturing your attendance for all these master classes, mentor meetings, and everything. And we will be closely working with the college teachers also to give them your report that if actually you're attending these master classes or not. So please keep attending all of it. Which you can see right in front of you is the certificate that we will be issuing you by the successful completion of the internship program. Name of the student will come right in front of you. The date, duration from 20th June to 28th July. These are the signatories we will be using in the certificates, and it will have a mention of IBM Skills Build and CSRBOX both. So this certificate is a very productive certificate for your career progression. You can attach this to your LinkedIn, and even you can take the printout of this certificate and carry along while you're going for the next interviews. So this is this is how the certificate would look like. Now, the learning plan. We've been talking about that you have to complete some certain learning activity, you have to complete some learning plan. What exactly the learning plan looks like, which you can see is this URL navigates you to the learning plan. We will be sharing you this URL in the later segment of the slide, but let me show you how this learning plan looks like. So this is the web development internship learning plan, which contains of 3 sections. The first section is basically a badge activity, web development fundamentals. You complete this activity, then your first section of the learning plan is completed. The second section of the learning plan contains 3 learning activities, and you have to complete only 2 of them. Complete any 2 of the following 3. Like out of 3, I just have to complete any 2 activities. We will be doing HTML and CSS activity right now in this session itself. But once you get this link, you have to actually complete 2 out of 3 activities. And the last, which is section 3, where you have to complete only 1 activity out of these 3. So this is how learning plan looks like, where section 1 is mandatory for every individual to complete. Section 2 is basically you have to complete 2 out of 3 activities. And section 3 is where you have to complete only 1 activity out of these activity needs to be completed by each individual. Every team member has to complete this activity, and the team spokes need to ensure that their team members are actually doing it. If majority of the team members are actually not doing this activity, then the whole team has to suffer because of this. So I request the team spokes to be very adamant on this to make sure that their team members are actually completing these activities on the IBM Skills Build platform. These activities will actually help you understand the concepts so that you can learn the later advanced level concepts. So please start your learning journey even immediately after this session at your own pace. We are not asking you to complete it today or tomorrow. You can complete that in 1 to 2 weeks at your own convenience and time availability. So we'll come in the last segment of the session, which is the walkthrough of the learning activity. Uzma, are you here with us?
Yes, I am here.
So Uzma,
Can you hear me?
yeah, you are audible. I think it's better if you keep your camera off. It may be because of the network. Your voice is audible to me. So if you want to share your screen, you can share. Otherwise, I can continue sharing.
I will share my screen.
All
Just
right,
a
all right.
minute. Just 1 minute.
So if you student, we can take 1 or 2 queries till Uzma is sharing a screen. I request you to follow the instruction which Uzma ma'am will be sharing you in the upcoming segment of this orientation meeting. We will be expecting you to practice whatever she's saying in your personal devices, and then we will be sharing with the attendance form. All right. So students, please carefully watch out the steps which Udam will be sharing with you. And there are a couple of queries which we're asking. I'm taking one or two, then we'll start with the walkthrough. Sonali, we cannot let any other groups to register now. We're closed accepting the newer registrations. Master classes, what is the schedule of the master classes? We will be conducting these master classes in the evening slot after 4 p.m. so that there is no academic loss for you, because we know that you are going to colleges. You have your regular academics also going on. So we'll take care of that. And somebody is asking, I want to change my college name to my university name. So we can do that changes. You have to mail us your query at skillsbuild@csrbox.org. So we can actually make those changes. If you want to change the team member names, or you want to remove team members, you want to add team members, you want to change the SPOC, we are okay with all those changes. Just mail us your concern at our email ID, and please be very specific with whatever you are requesting. We'll address your concern in within a week. All right. We cannot conduct master classes after 6 p.m. students, because the master classes are conducted based on the availability of the speakers. So we need to take care of their availability, because it is hard to bring them experienced professionals for this meeting. So we will be scheduling this meeting in the evening slot for sure, but that will be scheduled in accordance with the availability of the speakers. We will be one student is asking about the WhatsApp group link. So we are going to share you the WhatsApp group links. Please ensure that only SPOCs are joining that WhatsApp group. That WhatsApp group is not meant to be joined by each member. Only team leader, that is single point of contacts, are requested to join this group. Attendance will be shared to you in the later segment of this orientation matter. And the one question is, it is paid or unpaid? This is an unpaid internship program. We're not asking you for money. We're not paying you any money. This is entire thing coming to you for free of cost, and you will get in return a great knowledge and exposure and experience. And we will be sharing you, Harsh, all the important URLs in the chat box shortly. So, and if your team member is not supporting you in completing your goal or deliverable, we are okay with you removing that team member based on the discretion of that team member. And in the website you're planning to prepare, you have the entire liberty to prepare a website. We're not giving you any topics. We're not binding you to prepare a website on some XYZ domain. You have the entire liberty that in whatever application of web designing you want to work upon. So there isn't any specific topic for you. And Suraj is asking, some people who are not able to attend the live session can attend through the recording. Suraj, we understand that due to some academic commitments, if you're not able to attend, you're attending through the recordings. We are okay till you're not doing it persistently. If it's happening for once, we are okay with it. But if you're not attending any of our master classes or mentoring sessions, then the brunt will come to your entire team. So it's not like that you can avoid all these sessions and just survive in this internship through the recordings. We encourage if you can participate in our real-time live sessions, because this sessions gives an opportunity to ask your queries with us and interact with us. So we will be encouraging you to actually join our Zoom calls and YouTube lives instead of watching our recordings. Some people are not receiving emails and all of that. We'll take your concerns through, again, the email ID we will share with you. Every team member has to do the same learning plan. Yes, we will be sharing you the learning plan. Every member has to complete that. What features to put that in the PPT is completely your discretion. We are not binding you that what your PPT should contain or what a website should contain. You are creative enough, you have to create a web solution on any of the topic and any of the features which you feel is good for your website. You have to just be unique. And since it's a competitive event, so you have to be unique and good in the web solution. So I think that's all queries for today. We are starting with the last segment of this orientation session, which talks about the live walkthrough. Students, going forward, there will be some important links be floated in the YouTube live streaming as well as in the Zoom chat box. So I request all the participants to not bombard the Zoom chat box. Kindly abstain for writing or messaging any unsolicited question. We will be sharing some important links. So please keep an eye on the chat box, and over to you, Uzma.
Thank you so much, Rohit. Can you all see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen, Uzma.
Thank you. So, students, we will now walk through the learning activities. For that, we will be discussing about the steps that will help you to register on the SkillsBuild platform. So this is the certificate that we will be providing you once you complete the learning activities on the SkillsBuild platform. So now please, if you're all using your phone, then please scan this QR code. We will also be circulating the link of this registration in the chat box. So please see the registration link in the chat box as well. Please scan this QR code for the registration on Skills platform.
Uzma, can we go to the next slide, which has QR code?
Yes, I'm on the QR code slide. Can you, uh, Rohit, can you share that, share the screen if my screen is not visible?
You are on the certificate website for us. So are you on this web page, slide, or you are on the QR code slide?
I am on the QR code slide.
I think there is a mismatch in the slides. So, all right, I'll share my screen then. All right,
Thank you.
just a second. Students, everybody is requested to very carefully watch out these steps since it is going to help you understand the navigational procedure. So, please cautiously look at what Uzma ma'am is saying. Over to you, Uzma.
Thank you, Rohit. So, students, please scan this QR code. You will also be getting the link of the same in the chat box. So, please either click the link on the chat box or scan this QR code to register on the SkillsBuild platform. Moving ahead, Rohit, next slide, please. Thank you. So once you click on the link or scan the QR code, you will see the first slide here, first page, which is, hi, how would you like to sign up to the IBM Skills Build? Here you will see the three options: sign up with Google, sign up with LinkedIn, and sign up with IBM IT. So please click on the sign up with Google and sign up with your personal Gmail ID, which you have used during the registration on the Google form. So please use the same ID that you have used in the Google form. Once you choose the your personal Gmail ID, then this last page will appear that says, let's set up your profile. Here you have to write your first name, your family name, that means your last name or surname, and the country. So once you click fill all in the information, you will go on to the next page. I'll wait for 1 minute for you all to come to this page. How many of you are on this page? Please message on the chat box. Yes, a lot of you have done. So moving on, Rohit, next slide. Thank you. So once you complete these steps, you will see an option of additional information. and then below that you will see terms and condition. So please check all the boxes in terms and condition and click on submit. Please check all the three boxes on terms and condition and click on submit. Next slide, please, Rohit. Once you click on submit, you will see this page of selecting your preferred language. Please select English. Then you will see, please select your areas of interest that you can choose later on also, the areas where you are interested to learn. After that, this profile will be created and then you have to click done. I hope you all are there with me and you have clicked done till now. I will repeat the steps later on once again. Rohit, next slide. Thank you. So once you click done, you will see the option of cancel and begin tutorial. So as we are now giving you the tutorial now itself, so you can click on cancel and then the next step, stage will be skip tutorial. Please click on cancel and then skip tutorial. Next slide. Once you click on skip tutorial, your home page will appear. This is your home page of Skills Build platform. Do you want me to repeat this again? Please let me know if you want me to repeat this again. Rohit, can you go back to the previous slides where we started? Thank you so much. So as I have just said, please scan the QR code or click on the link which is there in the chat box. Next slide, please. Once you click the link or scan the QR code, you will get to the page where you have to log in through your Gmail ID. Rohit, next slide. So you have to log in with your personal Gmail ID. Once you select your Gmail ID, then this page will appear where you have to write your basic information. You have to write your first name, your family name, which is your surname, and your country. Once you select these options, you will go to terms and conditions. Next slide, please. Terms and conditions, you have to check all the three boxes and click on submit. Please check all the three boxes in terms and conditions and click submit. Next slide, please. Once you click submit, you will get to select your preferred language. Here, please select English and then select continue. Then you will go to next page, which is welcome to Skills Build for job seekers. Please select the area of your interest. You can select all the options that you like. You can do this later on. We will share the list of recommendation activities as per your interest. You can do this part later. Then you can click on done in the next page, where your basic information will be displayed to you. You can change the area of interest later on. Then you have to click on next, and then your profile will be displayed, and then you will click on done. If you're facing any problem, please share it in the chat box. Next slide, please, Rohit. So once you click on done, the first left page will appear, where you will see the page of getting started. Here, as I'm already giving you a live tutorial, you can click on cancel, and then in the next page you can click on skip tutorial. This home page will appear once you click on skip tutorial. This is the homepage of Skills Build platform, where you can navigate any of the courses that you want. For now, we will be doing a sample course so as to let you know how to do any course on the Skills Build platform, also how to get the certificate from the Skills Build platform. So in the search button, you will see at the uh, right side, lower right side, at the bottom of the right side, you will see the search button, where you have to click and write the name of the course. The course name is HTML and CSS. Please write HTML and CSS in the search bar. Yes, I'm repeating it. In the home page, when the home page appears, you have to click on the search button at the right bottom right, and then you have to write HTML and CSS. I hope when you write HTML and CSS, this list appears that we are sharing on the screen. You have to click on the first option that we have marked in red, HTML and CSS. So someone is asking, please tell me after skip tutorial. Once you click on the skip tutorial, a home page will appear. Once the home page appears, please click on the search bar and write HTML and CSS. Please let me know if you have got HTML and CSS. Okay, so many of you have got HTML and CSS. Now click on this activity. When you click on this activity, the first left page will appear, HTML and CSS. You have to click on mark complete. We are enabling this option for you for this time only, so that you get to know how to navigate through courses, how to get the certificate. So please click on mark complete for now. You can do this activity later on. For now, you can click on mark complete. You will see at the bottom left, marked in red, there is an option called marked complete. Please click on the marked complete once you click on HTML and CSS. Then you will see the option of duration. You don't have to write anything there, just click on submit. Once the duration page appears, you don't have to write anything or change anything, just click on submit.
So students, we are clicking on mark as complete just for you to make understand that how the platform is navigated. You actually have to complete this activity by clicking on the blue button, which is on the right side bottom of your screens. This is just we have temporarily enabled this feature of mark complete just to give you an experience of the navigation, platform navigation. So we request every learner to actually go to this activity by clicking on the blue button and genuinely complete this activity. Over to you, Uzma.
Thank you, Rohit. So once you click on the submit button, the next page will appear. Next, Rohit. So next page will appear, that you will see in the top right corner there are three dots. Please click on the three dots in the top right corner. Please click on the three dots at the top right corner. Once you click on the three dots, the next page will appear where you have to click on View Completion Certificate. Please click on View Completion Certificate after clicking on the three dots. Next slide, Rohit. So once you click on the View Completion Certificate, this certificate will appear with your own name. This certificate is presented to and your name will be there. So this is the certificate that you will be getting after completing the learning activities. I hope you all have received the certificate by now. So I'll repeat it again. Once you are in the home page, you have to click on the search button and then write HTML and CSS. Click on the search button and write HTML and CSS. Once you write HTML and CSS, the first option of learning activities will appear where you have to click on the first option, HTML and CSS. As you can see it on the screen, we have marked it in red. You have to click on HTML and CSS. After clicking on HTML and CSS, you have to click on Mark Complete at the bottom left. Once you click on the Mark Complete, a pop-up will appear where you have to write a duration. You don't have to make any changes there, just click on the Submit. You don't have to make any changes in duration, just click on to Submit. Next, Rohit. Then at the top right, there will be three dots. You have to click on the three dots at the top right and click on View Completion Certificate. Please click on the three dots and click on View Completion Certificate. Once you click on the View Completion Certificate, your certificate will be there and your name will be written in the certificate. Next slide, Rohit. You can download this certificate. Next slide, Rohit. So now we will be sharing with you the attendance form. Please scan this QR code or click on the link. We will be sharing you the link in the chat box. So please click on the link in the chat box or scan this QR code to fill the attendance form. Please be very careful. Please note that this attendance form is very important and you all have to fill this form. Your attendance will be marked according to the attendance form that you are filling. Please scan this QR code. Link will be provided to you in the chat box.
Yeah, Anjali, please post the attendance link in the chat box. And Uzma, give them the live learning plan walkthrough also.
Sure.
I have shared in the chat box the link. Only that means only the team leaders are supposed to fill the attendance form, not the entire team. They can fill the names of the team members who have attended today's meeting.
Students, this sample learning activity needs to be completed before 12 noon tomorrow. This activity which Uzma has shared with you, this activity HTML and CSS needs to be completed before 12 noon tomorrow. This will your registration and say first sample activity completion will mark your continuation in the internship program. So we request all the learners to either, if you have done it already, that's good. If you have not done it right now because of network issues or any technical issues, then please complete it before 12 noon tomorrow. We will be we are able to monitor each one of you from backend. So we request that if anybody fails to do it after 12 noon tomorrow, we will not be able to proceed with you in the internship program. So the deadline is 12 p.m. tomorrow to complete this sample activity.
So let's walk you through the learning activity. Once you click on the learning plan, this page will appear. Here you will see that these are the steps of your self-paced learning courses. One batch, then two courses you have to do, and then one from job readiness. Let us go through the batch. So here you will see that there is one activity, web development fundamentals. So you have to complete this, as you have it's written, complete one required. So you have to complete this. Once you complete this, then you will go to these courses. Here you will see the list of 3 courses here, out of which you have to complete 2 of the following 3. That means from these 3 you can complete any 2 of the following courses. Once you complete any 2 of the following courses, you will go to job readiness, where you have to complete any one of the following 3. So out of 3, you have to complete any one of the following. Once you complete all these activities, then only you will be eligible for the next step, that is your stage 2. Only then you will be allocated mentors. I hope it is all clear to you. So you have to follow the instructions and complete the courses as written on the website. If you are interested and you have time, you can complete more courses as per your preference, but this is the minimum requirement that you have to fulfill in order to be eligible for the certification and mentorship.
We'll take few questions.
Uh,
So yes, Anjali, please.
yeah, thank you so much, Rohit and Zoya, for the wonderful detailed session. I just hope, and I am sure there are a lot of queries that have been addressed. So, and students have got clarity about today's session. So, yes, so there are a lot of questions in the chat box. So, Rohit, you or Uzma can address their doubts. So, a lot of them have asked that by what time we have to finish this learning plan by tomorrow? They are a bit confused about registration and finishing the learning plan. So can you just give some clarity to the students?
So I'll take this up. So students, we have showed you one sample activity called HTML and CSS. You have to complete only this activity by tomorrow before 12. This learning plan you can do in the next 1 to 2 weeks. It's fine. You can do this learning plan at your own pace, but just one activity which is titled HTML and CSS that you need to complete before 12 p.m. tomorrow. That's it.
Okay, thank you, Rohit. Thank you so much. Yeah, a lot of them have asked that how can we access the learning plan? I have already put all the links in the chat box, but due to a lot of messages, can you just wait for like 1 minute? I'll just put all the links once again. So you can just see in the chat box. I have shared all the 3 important links. We have shared in the WhatsApp group as well. Okay. Another question is, a lot of them have asked that they want to. What if a few of their teammates are not completing the activity?
So students, completing the activity will be add a great repercussion to your performance. So if being a Spock, you should encourage that all your team members are completing it. If some team members are not cooperating, then we are okay with removing those team members so that the whole group don't suffer. So completing the learning activities, the learning plan that we have showed you is a mandate. All right.
Okay, thank you, Rohit. Can we also know like by what time they have to finish this learning plan? Just yeah.
So the ideal time is 4 hours 20 minutes, but this learning plan you can complete in next 2 weeks from this week and the next week. But the activity which has been given to you has a duration of 4 hours 20 minutes. This is just an ideal time to complete this activity. You can take more than 4 hours 20 minutes also, or even you can complete it 1 or 2 hours also. It's completely on your understanding and speed. So that is just an ideal time. All right. We will share you this PDF that has the registration steps. So you will get to learn about the registration once again. People are asking about the WhatsApp group link. I request Anjali to post that group link in the chat box.
Yes, Rohit, I'll just share it in the chat box. Yeah.
Also check if this
Meanwhile,
activity is paid or not, because this is supposed to be free of cost. This activity, HTML and CSS. I request Usma to
yeah,
check
sure.
this activity.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
Another question is, a lot of them have asked that can they add few more teammates? If yes, how can they do that?
So, students, if you want to add or remove any more teammates, then please mail us at skillsbuild@csrbox.org. I'm putting this email ID in the chat box. So, for any concern that you want us to address, put us a mail on this email ID. And if you want to remove those any team member, then keep those team members in CC so that they can also be know that you are removing them. And if you want to add some team member, then share their names, email IDs, and contact numbers, and the team details where you want to add them in. And we will make those changes in our internal data sheets. So the email ID I've just shared in the chat box. So please take a note of it. We'll be responding to your mails in a week. So please, you can drop us with your any concern.
I have shared the link in the chat box for joining WhatsApp group. Only the team leaders, that is spokes of every team, have to join, not entire team members. So please be careful about it. And
And
oh,
for the students, if it is showing just like this activity is coming out to be paid for you, then just click on mark as complete and leave for now till we resolve this. Even if you have clicked on mark as complete, we can consider that. All right. So till we resolve this payment issue with Coursera, you just click on mark as complete for now. Otherwise, we'll check on backend. But if this activity, why is this activity not working?
uh, I think a lot of them have a very common question that they have not received email, uh, or they are not added in the group. They are just added in the group and they are not receiving any email.
Uh, a we have the web development group that is vacant. Anjali, check which group link have you shared with them, because I believe that the group has occupancy to accommodate students. Student, we are resolving the group full issue also, don't worry.
Yeah, just a minute.
So we'll be able to accommodate you. We'll share you the updated link so that you can join. You only have to join one group. If somebody is added in G1, G2, G3, or all of it, or any two of it also, that you have to just stay in one of the groups. And people are asking, if we don't get selected for the pitch night, still we get the certificate? Yes. Internship participation certificate you will receive if you complete the learning activities and submit as the deliverables. Selecting for the pitch night and winning the innovation internship program, all these are additional perks, but placement assistance will be given to all of you. Internship certificates will be given to all of you if you complete the self-paced learning activities and submitting as the deliverables.
Yes. Okay. I have shared the link of the WhatsApp group, G3 WhatsApp group of web development. Once again, in the chat box, please, all the team leaders or spokes, please join using that link. I think most of the queries have been addressed, Rohit and
And
Uzma. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah. Anything else, Rohit or Uzma, you want to add from your end?
nothing from my side. I wish you all the best for participating in the internship program, and we hope to provide you a great learning experience. For any queries, please do reach out to us on our email ID. And please follow the instruction which whatever Uzma ma'am has just suggested you. WhatsApp link and attendance form link and self-registration link, learning plan link. Every important link is already in the chat box. We will share you all these important links, including the recording of this session and the the orientation PDF. We will share with you after this meeting in your WhatsApp groups. So please take a note on all of that. So thank you so much for participating. That's all from my side. Over to you, Usman.
Thank you so much, Rohit, and thank you, team, for all the efforts. I thank all the students for attending this orientation session. As Rohit has already mentioned that we will be providing you the recordings. Many of the students are asking if we can repeat the registration process. So, students, we will be providing the recording to you. You can go through it again and register it if you are not able to do it right now, and go through all the activity plans in the links shared to you in the WhatsApp and also in the chat box. We hope that you have a great learning experience with us. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Uzma. Thank you so much, Rohit. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Just a quick review. Please finish the activity that we have done today in the session by tomorrow, 12 p.m. I just wish you all the best. Make the most of this. It will not just help you to be associated with a brand like IBM, but also it will give you a weightage over other applicants whenever you will apply for jobs or internship, and to upskill yourself and add it in your resumes. So I just wish you all the best and happy learning to all of you through this phase of internship. Thank you so much. Make the most of it. Yeah, you can leave the session. We will also be closing in some time. Thank you.